Yes.
What even is a Uniflex shaft?
Uniflex is essentially just regular flex.
Okay.
But it's what they use in like really low end sets.
To make things cheaper for people
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
into
To
golf.
where it's like 2 people can use this, men and women. And
Right.
it might be regular, it might be ladies flex, it might be senior. I'm pretty sure Uniflex is regular, but don't come at me in the comments if
It might be regular with
it's
a little
actually
bit.
an f3.5, which is frequency of the shaft. By the way, if you ever see the F and then a number on a shaft, that's actually representative of the stiffness of it.
Yeah. So the more F, the more stiffness. Therefore,
Yes.
the more it's more so like the swing path. It's
No.
not so like
It's
the
kick.
flex. It's kick. Okay.
Kick, yeah.
And it's how fast you swing.
Yeah.
Okay. So the more frequency you'd want, the more speed you want on the head. club.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. And then it gets to a point where the shaft
Because
could be
the shaft helps out.
too strong?
Well, yeah. I mean, like extra stiff is like really, really stiff, and you're not getting any help from the shaft, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a very rigid structure, whereas like something like a senior flex shaft is going to be very wobbly and help out the golfer create
like the momentum swing.
create momentum and create inertia.
Yeah. And then that just turns into more distance. Because it's also like speed, but it's also strength, right? And then another thing is weight, right? So weight of the shaft differs between like
launch mostly.
That's launch mostly?
Launch mostly. The heavier the shaft is going to be, the lower the launch is going to be.
And that's like height of like where you hit the ball, right? So that's basically how it is, right?
I mean, it's not necessarily the contact point, it's the kick point and where the club is kicking at the certain point in your swing.
Okay.
So, and especially with lightness, all of that stuff factors into the heaviness of the head, the overall swing weight of the club. Like it's a deeper science, right, behind.
Right.
Because, as you know, being an engineer, physics is a lot of golf, and physics being intertwined with weight and how that interacts with the person who's using it and their swing is all different.
Yeah.
So that's why fittings are very important, and that's why not all size one fits all, because there's so many different swings, so many different heights, shapes, sizes of people that it's important to get that done. And then really at the end of the day, getting what you feel most comfortable with, because the look of things when you're in golf is extremely important. I guess I would probably recommend switching to lefty.
Really?
One of the things that I found out, and it's a weird thing caused by the market in golf, is there's not a lot of lefty clubs, and a lot of people, when they were getting into golf, they got their hand-me-downs from like their parents, or they were taught by their parents. And lefty golf clubs are scarce now. You better believe they were scarce back in the day.
Yeah.
So a lot of people grew up learning righty golf, and I think your mom, even if she's a lefty and she grew up playing golf righty, she should probably try golf lefty.
Yeah.
And pick up
So that's
some
why
lefty
she
clubs.
got lefty clubs.
There you go.
Yeah. So because we took her to the PGA Superstore and we're like, hey, like what feels more comfortable to you?
Right.
Like just what feels better? Swing with your right a couple times, swing with your left a couple times. What do you feel most comfortable with? Don't think about anybody else's clubs. Don't think about like what the standard is. Just what feels most comfortable for you.
Yes.
Like, because if you're gonna be like, I can learn this more and be easier with this more, and it's more natural, just do that. Even if it's a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like, and she's a lefty. She writes lefty. So like she's naturally lefty. So it kind of made sense for us to try it out in the first place.